really has. It's easy on my knees, and it's helping me to transition into walking, moving around, and exercising. But you know what I really like about it? My husband does not like to exercise, but he turned to me the other day, he said, "Neely, I love this. That's a miracle." I love it. It is amazing.
Guys, for at least a few times in this hour, I will actually be speaking selfishly, if you don't mind, from my own experience. I am someone who shared today again on my social media pages about my 40-pound weight loss, which happened almost 14 years ago now. And the magic, the secret, I truly believe this, is in finding something that works for you, that is easy but fun and effective. And while that sounds elusive and hard, it's not. It's easier than ever before. And I hope to hear from you in this next hour at 1-800-395-1601. What I am frankly relaxing on, as well as working out on, is from Teeter. It's actually based in the same concepts as physical rehabilitation, physical therapy. But what Kim and I are doing right now are burning more calories, moving fluidly and without impact almost every joint we have. And guess what that means? While we're moving every limb, we're burning more calories in a shorter period of time. It doesn't have to be ugly, sweaty, painful, or cumbersome in order to be effective. Now, a couple things I need to share with you before we dive in with Riley and really get into the details on this, and there is a little bit of urgency. This is brand new today. Often, that means we've got a whole lot to go around. Sadly, that's not what it means today. In fact, we already have some game plans in place if we need to end this show early. Now, our price expires at the end of the day tomorrow. Please do not think that means you have until the end of the day tomorrow. I don't believe that's going to be the case. And while, yes, it's an investment piece that you're probably going to have for the next couple of decades, I do need to share with you that we have 5 easy monthly payments of $169. Actually, that's around about the cost of the gym that I go to every month, but anyway. And if you shop with that Q card, remember that same credit card that I talked to you about that gives you a $40 credit if you open one up? Well, in addition, you get to take the price of this cross trainer, which you'll have forever, and spread it out over 12 months' time. I did the math for you. That breaks down to $71 a month. Oh, you know what? This thing is like, it's big, it's substantial, it's sturdy. It's $84 to ship it, except not today. Free shipping and handling, F14240. Now, I acknowledge for a lot of you, you want to sit, you want to listen, you want to hear the science behind it. And thank goodness I've got Riley Teeter here to share it with me. If that name sounds familiar, it's because she and her father have been bringing to us not just great fitness equipment, but the inversion table that so many of you already know and love. And she and a great trainer, whose name is also Kim, by the way, are joining us live right now. Riley and Kim, so great to see you both. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Jennifer. We're really excited to be here. And as you mentioned, Teeter has been making fitness equipment for 40 years. And one thing that came to our attention is that there was nothing in the home use market that was truly, truly low impact on the joints. And we went to make something and we found out why. The technology to be low impact on the joints, truly low impact, not a cycle motion, not an elliptical motion, but a linear motion that's easy on the ankles, knees, and hips, is actually patented technology. So to get this technology, we had to go out and license it. That means we're paying those physical equipment manufacturers a fee to use their technology. And so that also means that we're taking that equipment that normally is thousands and thousands of dollars and putting it in a home use piece of equipment. And that truly is the game changer here. If you're looking at us moving and you're thinking, I've seen something similar. Yes, there are seated pieces of equipment out there. There are bikes out there. There are even seated ellipticals. But they use a motion that has your leg going in a cycle or an elliptical pattern. And think about that. When you have your leg going in that motion, you have the lower part of the leg moving in one direction and the upper part moving in another direction. So you're pushing and pulling at the same time, and that creates knee shear. We are using, again, that patented linear stepping motion that makes it easy on the ankles, the knees, the hips. In fact, If you've had knee replacement, hip replacement, this is exactly the type of equipment that when you go into physical therapy, they're going to put you on. So totally unique, Jennifer.
It's unique and it's effective for everybody from those who are literally just starting out or restarting out after decades of not exercising and wanting to kind of pick up that speed again, and for those who literally work out every single day, because there's always so much value in getting a good cardio workout, a good stretching workout, a good flexibility workout. Now, of course, Riley and Roger are never going to come on QVC or HSN without what we jokingly call receipts, right? With the proof that shows that what I'm doing right now is profoundly effective. And I'd love to start by talking about some of the consumer surveys, because obviously this was put out into the market, and to see what people said in response is truly encouraging.
Yeah, this is something that was done at the Colorado Center of Health and Sport Sciences, and they brought in groups of people and they had them on the FreeStep, as well as moving them to other equipment that's considered low impact. And 97% of the participants said the FreeStep was easier and gentler on the knees and the back, 93% on the hips. So this is, I mean, proof is in the pudding right here that you're seeing that as people progress from machine to machine, they truly are feeling that difference of that physical therapy technology on the ease of their joints. Because as you said, Jennifer, if it feels good, if the movement feels good, you're more likely to do it.
You're gonna do it.
But guess what else they studied in this? This is really, truly incredible. So they asked these people, which one feels easier on the joints? But then they also hooked them up to sophisticated metabolic measuring equipment. So that's looking at how many calories are they burning on each of the different pieces of equipment.
Folks, if you're not paying attention, Riley, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just caught a glimpse of the graphic that we're about to put up on the screen, like the next series of them. And I realize Saturdays are busy and people are walking around and you may not be looking. Please look at your screen, because if there is any part of this presentation that's going to have you going, hey, wait a minute, I think this might be what I really need, it's this next series right here. So let's talk about this animation comparison, because we've all been on the bikes before, the Recumbent bikes, and hey, something's better than nothing, but this is far more better than that something.
Right, yeah, here this is the result of these people hooked up to the sophisticated metabolic measuring equipment, and they found that you're burning 17.4% more calories on the FreeStep. And that's because you're using more of your body. You're using your upper body, your lower body. All those muscles in action mean you're burning more calories. But it also means that the workout feels easier. Because think about it. If you're on the bike, just one major muscle group is being utilized, and it fatigues, it gets tired, it's burning, it's aching, you want to stop. And so you quit. And so here it is again. 17.4% more calories burned on the FreeStep. It feels easier, it's more effective, and you're getting better results. So think about what that means in your time investment. If you were to work out on that bike, you would have to do 7 workouts to equal the calories burned in 5.8 workouts on the FreeStep. And what to me is so incredible is you're having to work out less, but because the FreeStep feels easier, you're actually willing to work out on it more. Right. So my mom hates to exercise, hates to exercise. I mean, she has shunned the gym for as long as I can remember. And she's got her FreeStep. She actually broke her hip last year and it had to do rehab. So we got her a FreeStep and she didn't want to work out. She did not. But she got on it and she's so funny. She's like, Riley, I've been watching a TV show that I would swear to you I thought was a half an hour long. Right. Turns out it's an hour. I've been working out an hour every day with my FreeStep because it is truly unique. It glides, it's silent. You kind of relax while you're working out. You just kind of sit here and it's so smooth. It feels so good. Your muscles aren't screaming, your joints aren't screaming, and you zone out into that TV show. And all of a sudden, it's over.
Riley,
You
this
did
is what
it.
I call on the air often what I call sneaky fitness, right? It's not that, you know, ooh, I have to do this. Ooh, now I'm doing this. I can't wait to stop doing this cycle over
Right.
and over again. In fact, that graphic that you showed, the 5.8 workouts versus 7 workouts, the whole time I was looking at that graphic, I thought, this is on the assumption that I'm going to do those 7 workouts. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
in a recumbent bike situation where all of the load is on your legs, I think most of us are going to peace out at probably 3.5 workouts, right? So those 7 workouts impacted into a 5.8 workout over years, months, even a few weeks of doing this. You're going to see a difference. You're going to feel a difference. And so before we do our kind of physical tour of this, because I want to, you know, virtually kick the tires, I just want to recap for you what our offer is today. And also tell you what it's going to be, right? So even if we have more of these at the end of the weekend, highly unlikely. I don't have a specific number because it's changing all the time. We don't have a lot of these to start, all right? But let's assume we've got a few of these at the end of the day Sunday and that price goes up. The price goes up $100. And actually that $9.49 that it's going to be, truth be told, is really good compared to what you're going to see online. I don't say this a whole lot. We're one of the few retailers who do. Please shop around. Search for this, not just on QVC.com, but elsewhere, and see what the prices are, because then you're going to come back and go, $8.49, and I'm getting a full body workout. I'm getting cardio. I'm getting calorie burns. I'm getting muscle strengthening. I'm getting joint mobility, joint lubrication, flexibility. For $169 a month, it's at least worth trying out for 30 days, right? And you're not even paying shipping and handling to get it home to try it out. That $84 has been removed today. And as a reminder, if you shop with that Q card, use that card when you make this purchase, and without you having to do a thing, you are granted 12 months of interest-free special financing. Already 100 of these have been ordered. That's a big chunk out of what we already have, okay? Now that said, Riley, I think kind of a tour is important here because, oh, I love what Kim's doing right here too, because this will show you if you want to just focus on upper body, you can totally do that too. But let's tour the unit. I want to make sure everybody understands it's for every level. And as you get stronger, it can become more challenging too if you want it to be.
Absolutely. I think that's just as critical, that this can grow
Yeah.
and change with you. Because this is physical therapy technology, it has a 0 resistance level setting. Because what happens when we've injured a joint and we're in pain is first we need to move it. Or even if you're at the very beginning of your fitness journey, we want to get you in a routine. We want to get you comfortable. We want to get you moving. We want to get you in that successful mindset. And so many of the pieces of equipment out there start out too hard.
Right.
And it's defeating. It's too hard. You feel sick, you feel fatigued. This is something where it's much easier to get started. And so as you're going out there and you're looking at this product out on those other sites and seeing that higher price point, I also want you to scroll down and read the reviews, because they are incredible, life-changing stories. And they're going to talk to you as well about how easy it is to assemble, the quality of it. And this, as you look out there, I want to point out that this is the LT3. So this is the one that has all of the very best features, which we're going to get into right now. So when we went to the physical therapy company and we licensed their technology, that means that we made every single one of these pieces unique, because there was nothing in the market like this in home use. So this has everything thought out to a T. It is very high quality. So what you're getting with the LT3 is you're getting these large foot pedals. They have a cushioning on them that makes them a soft and sure step. You're getting coated handles that you're gripping onto with your hands. And I want to point out that, Jennifer, you have yours in the lower position, so they're rotated downward. With your hands on the top, and as you're pushing down, Jennifer's activating her triceps. The back of her arms, we're tightening and toning those bat wings. Now, if she turns her hands the other way and grips it and does a bicep curl, now we're getting the front of the arm. That bicep is getting tightened and toned. So we've got the entire arm just by changing our hand grips. Now you can reach up, and there's that knob at the front of the handle. You rotate that, And you guys, I can show you too, where
Yeah,
you
and
just
Kim
rotate
has hers
it.
in a different position as well.
Right. It's so easy to change. Rotate it and then tighten it back down. And the reason we tighten it back down, that's one of the details. We're thinking about every one of these details, because if you take a pin into a hole, there's always a little bit of slop, and it makes it like clunky in movement. So we have what's called a derattler knob, and it allows you to screw it down and tighten it so everything stays firm and solid and feels good. Now in the upright position, and you can see that Kim has it in that position,